Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will do a simple exercise about the implementation of this XHR object. So almost all the concepts in the XHR object we have covered it. So we'll try to combine those all concepts which we have learned it, and we'll try to implement a simple example. So here, this is the output of this example which we are trying to do in this video. I am directly showing you the output. Then afterwards, we will try to do one by one. So here, if I am trying to use this XHR unload success, so it has to start and the progress it needs to download and the load in has to appear. So this is an unsuccessful XHR AJAX request. If anything error happens, so it should load and error happen and the load has to end. And here if you try to see load start and I have immediately aborted it and the load end. So these are the three stages, so which I would try to show you. So this is the text area which is a read only. So just we need to write the content here. So now let's try to implement this concept. So I am removing this one all. So I am trying to implement with a modularity, a JavaScript code. So let's be with me. So here I am having body and div. So we will be having a button, and here I can have ID is equal to success. Success, and here I can write XHR on load success. Okay, and here I will be having error. And here I will be having abort. So these are the three buttons which will be having, and here also I can have error, and another one is an abort. So these are the three buttons. Now I will be having a simple text area. This one, text area. So this is the text area. So I can remove these all the rows and all those things. It should be a read only, right? So read only. I can add a read only, and we'll add a simple class log. Okay, we need to show the log messages here. If you see the output, how it will look like, if I refresh this page, yeah, this is the page how it is look like. So now let's design this text area. So here if I go in this style, and here I can add text area. So we are having only one thing, right? We can also use the class name, not a problem. I am using width 400 pixel and height of 300 pixel and margin top. So we'll give some margin top of 1 EM or anything, so whatever it may be. So just we have a simple design. Yeah, so that's it. That's enough. So now this is the read only. When I click on this one XHR, so this has to show the progress of this AJAX request. So now here I am having a script code. Okay, so let's take the let button success is equal to document dot get element by ID of button success, right? Success. So this is the button success. And in the same scenario, we can have button error and button abort. So here, this is the button error, and this one is the button abort. I got the three buttons, and here error, and this one is abort. That's it. So now here, button success, error, and abort is there. And let's take the log message also. Log message means nothing but the text area. So document dot query selector. I'm using the query selector. We can use the class name also, not a problem. So dot log. Okay, so you'll get an element node. Okay, instead of getting an HTML collection. There also you can get an element node, not a problem. Of 0 you need to take. Fine, done. Now, what I need to do? So here you'll be having btn success dot add event listener of click when this one is clicked. So we need to. Okay, here we need to call the method something like run XHR. Okay, so we will call run XHR. So we will write a common method instead of creating all the time the AJAX calls new XmlHttp object. So you'll call it here. So I am here. I will be using the URL, something like some API URL I am using. So whatever it may be, we can use it. So it's a valid API URL. I am trying to send the valid API URL. And in the same scenario, you can have another one is button error and button abort. So button error, and the last one is the button abort. And here for this button error, instead of sending this HTTPS, so I am sending this fake URL. Okay, and here we will be calling this one, and we will abort this. Okay, we'll abort this one. So these are the three things. And now we need to add the listeners, right? So load start, and these are all the things we need to load it, right? So here you can have something like function listeners, add listeners or otherwise. So for all those things, we need to add the same listeners. So we need to pass the XHR for this one. So now we have finished this XHR. So here you need to have XHR dot add event listener. We can also use the add event listener, or otherwise you can use on load, like that also you can use it. XHR dot add event listener. First one is the load start. Okay, so load start. So if you want, if you don't have doubts or anything, you can open here and you can create XML HTTP request. Okay, and here we need to add new. So new XML HTTP request, and here if I press enter, you will be able to see on, about, on, load start. So here this is the load start, right? So here we need to use load start, and here I will write handle event. So one method, we'll call this method. So we'll be having XHR slash add event listener of load. So when load is happened, then also we can write handle event, and here XHR dot add event listener on progress. So progress. So then also we can write the same thing, handle event. Then another one is XHR dot add event listener dot error. So when error has happened, then also you will write handle event. Then XHR dot add event listener when this, what I can say, about is there. So then also you will write handle event. Then last one is load end. So XHR dot load end. XHR slash add event listener on load end. Here I can write, sorry, load end. So then also you'll write handle event. So each of them will send the event object. So here I am writing function handle event. So this one will return you the e, and here I can write log message. So we have this one, right? Text content. So this is the text area, and here I will be writing log message dot text content plus. So here, or otherwise if you are trying to use this one, so we'll try to do console.log of e. Now when I click on this button, we need to call this run XHR, right? So now it's time for us to create a file, the function run XHR. So this is the place where the XML HTTP object will be created. So here let XHR is equal to new XML HTTP request object I have created. Now we need to open the connection, XHR.open. So we will be having a get request, and here we need to call the URL, and here we need to XHR, we need to add event listeners, add listeners. We need to call all the listeners, and we need to send the XHR. So there is nothing but this is XHR, and afterwards we need to write XHR.send, and we need to return the XHR. Okay, return this XHR, so that XHR, so that we can call about here. That's it. So we have called this run XHR. So XHR will create a new object and all those things it will do. And here we are having, so let's see the output, how it will look like. If you try to see, refresh, and if I click on the load success, see, we are able to get load start, progress, load, and load end. So we are able to see these all the events, right? So now if you want to implement this one, so for everything, you'll be able to see there will be a type event, load start, and here also you'll be able to see the event type, the progress, and also here also you'll be able to see the type, and also the loaded. So here you'll be able to see how many bytes it has been loaded. So we can make use of this one, and we'll show the message. So handle event, right? So here we can have log message dot text content is equal to log message dot text content plus, and here I will be using dollar of e dot type. Okay, and dollar of e dot what is that one? So we need to use you loaded. So everything will have it. So bytes loaded. So I will be using something like this, and we can use a /n so that it will commit in the next line. Now that's it. So now if you try to see the output, let's see. If I click here, see how nicely it has been shown the output. If I click on the load error, oh yeah, these are coming one by one down, right? We need to clear it. So for every XHR request, so here you can use something like log message dot text content is equal to empty. Okay, first time I'll make it as an empty. Wherever you want, you can make it. That's not a problem. So here, if I try to make, we are able to see it. So here, if I try to make error, we got it. And here, if I try to make, so here we are able to see the about thing. So this is how we can capture all the types of events like this. So this one I have used it to use through a modular approach instead of writing one by one, so duplicating the code. So I have written it like this. So hope you understood about this simple example how I have implemented it. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.